It's up to the states to make their own laws regarding who can stay and who has to
great.
go.
And then one state says you can have complete amnesty here. And then all the illegals go into that state, get amnesty, and then go back to the other state that they want to go
See,
to.
everything in life has consequences.
It does? Does everything in life that's crazy. I didn't know everything.
Usually when people make
consequences.
dumb mistakes in law, they correct them. We're a young nation. That's how we grow.
Do you know how you correct this? You get rid of the illegals. All of them.
Andrew was asking you a good question as to, you're saying we should all unite and get together, but Andrew said, well, we don't even agree on some of these basic issues. Just curious, what's your position on what? But he brought up illegal immigration, for example, and how that has an impact on the economy. The housing stock in this country is diminished if it's, occupied by illegal immigrants. Are you in favor of deporting all the illegal immigrants in this country?
I have a middle ground. I would deport.
Both sides.
The world has a middle ground. Literally nothing is black and white.
Two questions.
Can I finish the answer?
Yeah. Just let me revise the question.
Yes, deport most of them.
Hold on. Should we completely bar, have stronger border protection?
Yes.
So barring people from entering the country illegally. And then the second question, of the people who have arrived here illegally, who are here, should we just deport them?
My stance is for sure have the best border security as possible.
Okay.
As for the people who have been here for a long time, have created businesses and really integrated into our society with no criminal records, I think it's actually cheaper to come up with a plan for them to become legal instead of kicking them out.
So amnesty?
Yeah. I mean, they have to pay if they don't, a lot of them do pay taxes, but back taxes and fines and get on the list, and there definitely should be some fines.
So
and
when
stuff
we
like
get
that.
together to agree on these table issues, right?
Yeah.
Should we agree with you and give amnesty to these people?
Financially, I think it's cheaper, first of all, but
Would it be cheaper to not?
Well, hang on a second, Brian, because
Go
I'm
ahead.
just.
I think as American and democracy, we should all work together, and it's not all black or white, right or to the
But that's
most
not my
left.
question. My question is when we say we here, most
We vote on
most
it.
people on the right. Yeah, okay, we vote on it. We did. We voted in Trump.
Yeah.
So the thing is here's the question though. The question is, should we, when you say we, the collective we, who are all supposed to be working hand in hand, should we just follow what you're saying and give amnesty to illegals?
I think if you look at what the polls say, the majority of people aren't cool with what's happening. They think
about ICE.
Yeah, they think it went too far, and it's not really. We all agree law and order is necessary, but the way it's been going about.
Well, it's amazing
is
to
bad.
me that you want the collective we to get together to do things you want.
I think we all want. We're all tired of the hate.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a collective we. When you say we, you just mean me.
Okay, no, I'm not.
Yeah, you
I
do.
watch both left and right politics. We're all talking about the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get from not picking sides completely. Literally, Trump's poll numbers are 37 right now. All of the podcasters
Obama's poll numbers were really low too.
All of the podcasters who helped get Trump elected, except for a few, they all agree with what I'm saying. Even
Which ones?
Like Joe Rogan, David Smith, Candace Owens.
You think Joe Rogan agrees with you?
That ICE went too far? Yeah. He said it in his videos.
And he didn't say it when I was talking to him.
I don't know if you've watched Joe Rogan, but he kind of agrees with everybody.
I don't know if you've talked to Joe Rogan, but I have.
Yeah, I saw you talk
I don't know
to
what
Joe
you're
Rogan.
talking, but no, that didn't appear to be what his position was. He appeared
Should we pull that up?
He appeared to think that leftists were part of a massive conspiracy, and what that.
I saw that. I watched your episode.
Yeah. So then, what are you talking about?
He's saying the riots did, but in his previous videos, he said that ICE went too far, and
No, he didn't actually say that.
And with the masks and
What he said, he was
his
making,
recent video, he had the conspiracy that like it was orchestrated
it's not a
for
conspiracy.
a reason to cover up
It's
the fraud that was happening in Minnesota.
it's not a conspiracy.
I mean,
the
most of the
fact
stuff that's
matter
happening is funded by different sides. I agree with that, but he does agree ICE in general has gone too far.
I don't think
and Trump with the way he's deporting
that's not what I heard
people-
from him.
Can we look it up?
If you want to take an out of context clip, because I know the one you're referencing.
No, I watch every one of his episodes.
Okay, then what was the episode called?
There was multiple of them. We have to go
So
back.
name one
several
of them.
months. Does anyone know names of people's episodes?
Yes.
I think
Yes, they
I
do.
think it was maybe a Dave Smith episode. Can we look this up, internet?
I mean, I don't know if there's copyright considerations if we pull up a clip.
But not just that. Besides, I'll even grant Rogan. Let's just say that Rogan does.
It's not just Rogan is all over them.
Yeah. Well,
all over.
okay. Who else?
Dave Smith, Candace Owens.
Dave Smith's a
He's libertarian, I know.
Dave Smith's a libertarian, right? Not a right winger at all.
Well, yeah.
Candace Owens is a conspiracy nutcase.
Literally half your side is a conspiracy nutcase. Joe Rogan is too.
Okay.
I love it. Most of the conspiracies come out true.
They do they?
I mean, to a point, yeah.
You know what my brother said?
Like this Pizzagate
My brother said
thing,
something really funny.
it's coming out
I'm
true.
about to get whatever canceled. My brother said something super funny. He said that Candace Owen needs to get to the back of the algorithm. That's not, he said that, bro. Yeah. But anyway,
just to be fair, I did look up your claim about Joe Rogan. Apparently, in an episode January 2026. This is an AI overview. Sometimes it's incorrect, but at least it does say that Joe Rogan, compared their tactics to the Gestapo and did suggest they went too far.
and then
by detaining individuals, including U.S. citizens, on the streets without proper cause.
First of all, I saw that episode, right? And in context, he was having a conversation about this with the guest. He wasn't actually adopting that position. That's one. The second is
That's what he does in all of his episodes.
the second is that his position, at least when I talked to him, was that he understood that, hey, there is definitely an orchestrated plan by leftists in order to agitate using and they use a mathematical formula to do it. They agitate in order to get feds to overreact, and when the feds overreact, then they justify their garbage of politics by saying that they're the good.
Well, there's the same thing conspiracy on the right that if you look at Project 2025 beforehand, it kind of plans this sort of thing using military action and stuff.
Well, hold on. Before we get into Project 2025, even if
there's
we
the same conspiracy on the left is what I'm saying.
Look, even if we're going to go ahead and grant and say, yes, ICE has made certain mistakes here, law enforcement, they're humans, they make mistakes. In all kinds of different professions, people make mistakes. Law enforcement makes mistakes. But in terms of their core mission, their foundational base mission, which is to deport genuine illegal immigrants, do you object to their core mission?
I don't object to that. But the one thing...
Yeah, you do. You want amnesty.
Not complete amnesty. Okay. It's a long-term solution. But another Joe Rogan quote was, and a lot of others said that
Joe Rogan's not here, but
I know we voted to deport all
That's
the criminals.
True. He's not. But it's not just that.
It's not just him either. It's
Joe Rogan.
Most people think we went too far.
He's more of a middle of the road guy. Dave Smith's a libertarian. When you're talking about right wingers, I want to hear right wingers, the right wingers who would agree with your plan for amnesty. Who are they?
I'm not talking
By
about
the way,
mass.
Dave Smith wouldn't agree with that plan for amnesty either.
I didn't talk about amnesty. I said that in general, Trump's campaign was about criminals and grape
yeah, but what would
and
actually
stuff. They never said they were going to bring masked
these
people.
people have committed a crime by entering
They
the
should
country
be deported.
illegally.
I get that. I'm saying
I'm a little confused. On one hand, you said you want
I think
pathway
there's
to
a
citizenship.
cheaper, better solution. Yeah, deport people, but
Well, can I ask you a question really quick? You say it's cheaper. Do you think, as far as having illegal immigrants in this country, the only thing that we're focused on is purely the economics of it?
No.
Like there's other factors too, perhaps.
No, I agree. You don't want
wouldn't
the
you
white
agree-
race
hold on,
to
but your
go
argument
away.
is, it would be cheaper to like have them create a pathway to allow them to stay here. Wouldn't it be technically cheaper? Let's say hypothetically there was a, but he only you have like precognition. You know that he will only have committed that one, and he will never again, and he will otherwise be a law-abiding citizen from there on out. You would agree that it would be cheaper to not, have law enforcement attempt to investigate the murder and, go through the criminal prosecution process. It would be cheaper, right, to just let the murder off?
What I'm talking about
No,
is...
but answer the question.
Oh, of course it would be cheaper.
Right. But just because something's cheaper doesn't necessarily mean that that is the right course of action.
Well, I think the right course of action is to do investigations like that on these people who've been here for a long time, because that's cheaper. I think
Well, you said
maybe
it's cheaper to let them just give them pathway to citizenship, which may be true.
I mean, it is true, but I think investigation, and just like how, what we should make sure that they're not criminals and have a good standing in society.
They've committed a crime by entering the country illegally.
I speed
or
all the
overstaying
time.
visas.
That's a civil crime. That's
Do you
not.
think speeding is equivalent to being here illegally?
We would do the same thing. It's
Also-
not,
wait,
if you're
but law
trying to save
enforcement-
your
hold on,
family
law
and your
enforcement-
wife, that's not evil.
Law enforcement does enforce speeding. They'll give out speeding tickets.
I actually agree with you. We would do the same thing. So what?
Yeah, the difference is, I guess, empathy. I mean,
Oh.
that
Suicidal
I know you
empathy?
don't have empathy. It's not suicidal empathy. I want the majority of them to be deported. That's not too much empathy.
do?
That's having some empathy.
So the thing here that's funny is it's anytime you talk to both sides, or they're always leftists, and they're always libs, and they're always like, hey,
not true.
the thing is, you just said that you were more on the left side than the right side.
That's because of social freedom. If you look at libertarians, they want social freedom, and considering both sides have completely our government with spending, I'm going to go more towards the Dems.
What libertarians want is they want social freedom affirmed by property rights. The United States is property of the citizens of the United States. From the libertarian ethos, deporting people who aren't supposed to be here would be just fine and appropriate and
let's
good.
put that to the states to decide if they want them to gone or not. Isn't that more libertarian?
No.
To let the states decide if they want the people out or not?
So here's the thing that's funny. It's like, okay, you agree that the border states, those are the ones who would take the brunt of that, right? And those states would basically be utilizing their resources to protect all the states behind them.
The brunt of what? Allowing people to vote on it, or what?
Of people legally crossing. Like, for instance, the Texas border, Californian border, these Arizona, these are going to be states that are going to take the brunt of illegal immigration, right?
Yeah, then let them have laws and the government can pay for the funding to keep it secure.
But then how is
and
that
if
up
they
to the
want
states
them to
then?
it's up to the states to make their own laws regarding who can stay and who has
Yeah,
to
great.
go.
And then one state says you can have complete amnesty here. And then all the illegals go into that state, get amnesty, and then go back to the other state that they want to go
See,
to.
everything in life has consequences, and when you want a smaller
They
government,
do. It does? Does everything in life? That's great. I didn't know everything. in
usually
life
when
had
people make
consequences.
dumb mistakes in law, they correct them. We're a young nation. That's how we grow.
Yeah. Do you know how you correct this? You get rid of the illegals. All of them.
I don't think the majority of our issues are illegal immigrants. That's what I'm trying to say.